Welcome back to a brand new video, guys. I am back on the ice for my reoccurring seasonal Wiz Obsession, where I will be in pursuit, yet again, of the title for top ice wizard in Masters League. So without further ado, prepare to witness the start of my journey back to greatness. So it looks like I'll be fighting Scarlet Trainer, who is a knight, like I am currently, because Wiz partially resets your rank over several seasons if you don't queue. But I did a little research on the new meta for ice, and it seems like it pairs well with fire. So I'll see if I like that and adjust accordingly. I actually got a quick peek at her stats right before this match, and it looks like a lot of fires are dual schooling with Storm, which, if done right, I think will have some pretty serious implications to the current meta. I'm kind of just imagining like a mixture of trap stacking with berry spamming, so I'm guessing that's the strategy. If it is, I did come prepared, so we will see what she does. And I know I'm a little slow with my deck right now, because I'm not going to lie, I'm a little nervous, and every time I do a massive overhaul of my deck, it feels awkward for a while until I get used to it. So it's looking like that's trap number 2, and she has enough pips for Elephant now, so I definitely need to stop that somehow. If I let that go off, it's going to do something like 2k damage, so let's see what I can pull here. Okay, well, I really don't want to discard anything else in hand, so I guess weakness is going to be my best choice here. I doubt she will blade, but I have to keep one Wyvern in hand and Frostbite too, just in case she shields. I don't see a Storm Mastery on her, so she'll probably need to train Storm Pips to Storm Bats the overtime off. But now it's time to start panicking a little bit. I used to carry the Life Rochambeau spell Tranquility to counter Fire Trap stackers, but I have since switched to using Spell-Lamented Fire Dragon, which I've never used before, so I hope I can pull it. And wow, okay, not even a tower or anything, so I might just have to send another weakness. Come on, enough games, get me that dragon. This might be a sign for me to put a few more copies in, because right now I think I'm running like 2 to 3 of them in my side deck. Looks like she is pretty adamant about not hitting me through the weakness, so maybe she'll give me a little bit more time to pull what I need. Well, that didn't go as planned, but maybe if I stack some blades and threaten some return damage, it will give me another turn to pull the dragon and get those revolting traps off me. Okay, so I guess this is an ice spell called Impair that I didn't even know existed, and I guess you have to craft it. You can't get the main card in your deck, so I guess all these other schools have a blade counter in their side deck for only 2 pips. But anyways, looks like I pulled the dragon. I'm going to delete a few other things to reset my hand for next turn. But yeah, I have no idea how much this is going to do, but it should be worth it, even if it's just to get the traps off. So 3 overtimes go on for 3 traps, which is interesting. I'm running like 44% fire damage and about 22% accuracy, so I can fizzle fire spells. But that's what happens when you live life on the edge. And I fear she might be fixing to berry soon, so I'm going to train a Death Pip and see if I can maybe pull Contagion, which I've also started running again. So one of those overtimes looks like it did about 75 damage for, or is going to do 75 damage for 3 rounds, and the other 2 do a little over 100 for 5 rounds, which I think it's a little confusing for me, but I think that's what it does if I read the card right. But in total, I think that'll be well over 1,000 damage, which is, I'd say that's pretty good value for also, removing the traps that were on me. I wish I could pull an Infection or a Contagion, because I highly suspect she's about to send a berry, but I also kind of like my hand right now, so I don't want to discard too much. The Brim surprises me a little bit. I see she has an Ice Pip, so I thought she might Snowman first, but she might be deck failing. I really want to cook her with this open Winter Moon, but I'll see if I can pull an Infection or Contagion. Oh man, yeah, I think I have too many weaknesses in my side deck because I feel a little spammy, but honestly, Fires just hate it, and I really want to keep my options open right now by racking up pips to prepare for either Berry or Trap Spam. It appears she didn't learn her lesson from the first time she Trap Spammed me. But if I were her right now, I think the move would be to keep spamming Brim and Berry, because she knows I run Dragon, and I honestly think it's worth using as long as they have a minimum of 2 traps on you. Jeez, that is a lot of overtimes. I'm not really used to seeing that many on my opponent as an Ice Wizard. Oh, wow. That's actually a lot more damage than I thought it would be. And I think the damage they do to you can kind of sneak up on you and create the illusion that you're doing better than you really are if you aren't careful, because you kind of have to do some mental math to see what your health will be after they run their course, and it's harder to do that with the more overtimes that are on you. But it looks like she goes for the Berry here, which I expected. Still no Infection or Contagion. But honestly, I think the damage from my overtimes and the Berry overtimes are going to basically cancel each other out. So her overall health isn't really going to go up from that heal. Okay, I'm sorry about the weakness spam, guys. I don't really feel great about doing that, but I can't really shield against Fires, and I need something to do while I save up pips for more hits. So don't come at me in the comments. This is a win at all costs mentality. So she counters with a weakness. Thankfully, I have the Snow Pigs up, but I'm going to hold off on using that for a round and maybe see if I can Blade first and get the buffed Snow Pigs damage for the following turn, which might throw her off. So I think that's the new item card that we get as part of the Fairy Pack Amulet, I think. I don't know. Also, I've been gone for months, so all of this is new to me. I'm sorry if I'm explaining things that have been in the game for several months now, but I think the Fairy Pack is still relatively new. But with that said, I think it might just be best to wand off the Ice Shield instead of go for the Snow Pigs now. Ideally, a Fire Elf would have been best, so I could have kept my Blade. So I got the Contagion, which is nice, but I forgot to train a Death Pip, so I'll have to use it next turn, which maybe I'll do if she buries again. Yeah, not gonna lie, Golem is a good move here. They made the bottom path Ice Golem give 2 45% chromatic shields, which is pretty good in my opinion, so I'm also running a few of those. But I'm not sure what the other paths for the other schools are. Maybe Fire Golem's bottom path isn't good because this just looks like the standard set shield Fire Golem. But I'm pretty close to being able to finish her off with Winter Moon. I think it does around like 850 damage or so on an open shot, maybe a little more. Haven't tested it against the new gear sets, to be honest, but I'm just going to wand her right now to whittle her down just a tad bit more and hopefully keep that kill shot open. Wow. Yeah, I forgot to factor in that golem spamming might be pretty good against me and allow her to output damage while maintaining momentum. And what's most concerning is she has the pips to keep spamming them, which is a problem. I mean, that did 400 through a weakness, and I have max resist, so there is some concern there. Right now, she could probably Elephant me into Immolate for the finisher the following turn, so I basically need to wrap this up now. Pretty late in the game for a bubble, but this Frost Feather should break that shield and put her into kill range if she doesn't shield again. Okay. Now I really don't want to hear anything about my weakness spamming in the comments, because this is insane. But given the current state of the meta with Storm being on top, I can see why a lot of fires would be carrying max copies of the spell, so I don't think she's set for me or anything, but it's still annoying. Also, I have no idea if I'm in Elephant range now, to be honest, but there is no way for me to win unless I tank that shot if she sends it, so I'm just going to cast the Fire Elf and get that ice shield off until I can get that kill shot in. Okay, hold up. If she hits me and I survive, I moon and win. But if she shields, I think I can just go for the Frostbite and the overtime should kill her, especially with Ice Bubble. If she weaknesses me, I think Moon still powers through, possibly with the help of the overtimes. But looks like she actually just decided to go for the set shields, which means Frostbite should do the trick. Unless she kills me, and there's a bunch of new spells in the game currently. I have no idea what they do. So I hope I don't get hit with some wild card spell I've never seen before. So Golem is going to hurt here, but I definitely am going to live. I did notice I fail pipped, so I can't follow up with the Moon to get rid of the Golem's set shield. But I think if I Snow Pigs into it, the damage from the overtimes should be enough to kill. Yeah, I'm thinking this only needs to clear like 100 damage or something like that. A little less, actually. So this should do well over that. Oh yeah, 200 is more than plenty. Okay, well, that's the game. It was close and she played well, but I think I do like the Ice and Fire dual school strategy. I may add some additional fire spells in later other than Fire Elf and Dragon if I decide I need to further optimize my deck, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like and subscribe. Better yet, stop by the arena and say hi, because that just brightens my day. With that said, I'll see you guys in the next video.